Liverpool fans barely had time to catch their breath after Saturday's narrow win over Wolves before social media sent them into full transfer mode panic. One small online interaction was all it took to spark excitement, speculation, and plenty of dreaming about what could be coming next at Anfield. The Reds signed off from 2025 with a 2-1 victory over Wolves, a result that mattered far more than the performance itself. Liverpool were not at their fluent best once again, but 3 points are 3 points, especially in a season that has tested the patience of supporters. With the final whistle blown and the year wrapped up, attention has quickly shifted away from results on the pitch and towards what might happen in January. There is no secret about Liverpool's priorities. A new center-back is right at the top of the shopping list. Defensive issues have cost the team consistency in the first half of the campaign, and fans are desperate to see fresh blood brought in to steady the backline. Every rumor, every link, and every online hint is now being analyzed in detail, and that is exactly why Nico Schlotterbeck'S latest social media activity caused such a stir. Before the rumors took over, the main talking point from the Wolves game was Wirt'S. The German midfielder produced his best performance in a Liverpool shirt so far, controlling the game from the opening minutes and finally getting his reward with the winning goal. It was a huge moment for Wirt'S, who has been growing into his role and showing flashes of his undeniable quality. Seeing him score at Anfield felt like a breakthrough, not just for the player but for the team as well. Liverpool players were quick to show their support. Messages flooded in under Wirt'S post-match Instagram update, congratulating him on his performance and his goal. But among the familiar Liverpool names, fans noticed one reply that stood out immediately. Nico Schlotterbeck, Borussia Dortmund's center-back and Wirt'S teammate in the German national team, had joined the conversation. Schlotterbeck posted a gif of Wirt'S from his Bayer Leverkusen days, lifting his arms in a shrugging motion. On the surface, it looked like nothing more than a friendly message between international teammates. But football fans rarely stop at the surface, especially when their club is actively linked with the player involved. Within moments, Liverpool supporters zoomed in, screenshotted the comment, and shared it across social media. The reaction was predictable and unstoppable. At the time of writing, Schlotterbeck's reply had attracted dozens of responses, almost all of them from Liverpool fans with the same message: "Come to Anfield." Some begged, some joked, some simply posted red hearts and Liverpool badges. In the eyes of supporters, this was not just a harmless comment. It was a spark of hope during a window where the club badly needs reinforcements. Of course, reality needs to be applied. Schlotterbeck and Wirt'S know each other well. They represent Germany together and have shared moments on and off the pitch long before Liverpool entered the picture. A social media reply does not mean a transfer is close, or even likely. But football is built on moments like this, and fans live for the possibility that something small could turn into something big. What makes this situation even more interesting is the timing. Liverpool's need for a center-back is clear, and Schlotterbeck fits the profile supporters believe the club should be targeting. He is experienced, composed on the ball, and used to playing at a high level in both domestic and European competition. When a player like that interacts publicly with a key Liverpool figure, imagination naturally takes over. There is also the growing sense that Wirt'S could become more than just a star player at Anfield. Fans are already joking that he should act as an unofficial agent, getting on the phone to his German teammates and convincing them that Liverpool is the place to be. It might be wishful thinking, but it shows the optimism that still exists despite a difficult first half of the season. As January approaches, moments like this will continue to dominate the conversation. Liverpool supporters are hungry for signs that the club is moving in the right direction, and even a simple GIF can feel meaningful when hope is in short supply. Schlotterbeck's message may turn out to be nothing at all, but it has done its job. It has reminded fans that change could be coming, and that the story of this season is far from finished. For now, Liverpool march on with 3 more points in the bag, a star midfielder finding his rhythm, and a fan base watching every move, every post, and every rumor with intense focus. Whether Nico Schlotterbeck ever pulls on a red shirt remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: Liverpool fans are ready, waiting, and dreaming big as the transfer window edges closer. Anfield has seen many big moments, but this one felt different from the very first whistle. It was not just about 3 points, not just about a new star scoring his first goal, and not just about Liverpool trying to stay strong at the top. This was an emotional afternoon, heavy with memories, mixed with relief, tension, and a glimpse of the future. Before the ball was even kicked, the mood inside the stadium told its own story. Liverpool and Wolves came together to honor the late Diogo Jota, a player loved deeply by both clubs. The most powerful moment came when Jota's young sons, Dennis and Duarte, walked onto the pitch as mascots. Wearing their father's famous number 20 on their backs, they held hands with Liverpool captain Virgil van Dijk. Their mother, Ruth Cardoso, watched from the side of the pitch. It was a beautiful gesture from Liverpool, but also heartbreaking. You could feel the emotion in every corner of Anfield. Wolves fans sang Jota's song in the 18th minute, and Liverpool supporters answered in the 20th, turning the stadium into one united voice of respect and love. Once the game started, Liverpool were expected to dominate. Wolves came into the match bottom of the Premier League table, and on paper this looked like a comfortable home win. But football is never played on paper, and Wolves showed from early on that they had not come to roll over. Their young forward Matheus Main, just 18 years old, played with confidence beyond his age. He tested Alisson early, then made a strong run past Ibrahima Konate and fired over the bar. Wolves were brave, positive, and willing to take risks. Liverpool had more of the ball, but they struggled to turn control into clear chances. Florian Wirt'S, the creative heart of the team, looked sharp and lively. He played a beautiful pass through the Wolves' defense to Hugo Ekitike, whose clever shot clipped the far post. Alexis Mac Allister also came close with a half volley that forced a fine save from Jose Sa, although the move was later ruled offside. As the minutes passed, Anfield began to grow restless. Wolves looked comfortable. Liverpool looked tense. Then, suddenly, everything changed in just 2 minutes. The breakthrough came from Jeremy Frimpong, whose pace and direct running caused Wolves real problems. He collected a simple pass, burst past 2 defenders, and drove into the box. From the byline, he pulled the ball back perfectly for Ryan Gravenberch, who stayed calm and guided his shot into the bottom corner. Relief washed over Anfield. Before Wolves could recover, Liverpool struck again. Milos Kerkez won the ball. Ekitike turned sharply and slipped Wirt'S through the middle of the defense. The German midfielder showed great composure, reaching the ball just before the on-rushing goalkeeper and poking it home. It was his first goal for Liverpool, finally breaking his scoring drought. Every Liverpool player ran to celebrate with him. The joy was clear, but so was the release of pressure. At 2-0, many expected Liverpool to cruise. But Wolves had other ideas. Early in the second half, Wolves pulled a goal back from a corner. Liverpool failed to clear their lines. Alisson could only block the first header, and Santiago Bueno reacted quickest to score from close range. Once again, set-piece defending let Liverpool down. The goal gave Wolves belief, and it gave Anfield nerves. From that point on, Wolves were the better side. They moved the ball well, found space, and created chances. Tolu Arakadere missed a free header, then volleyed over from another good position. Liverpool began to sit deeper, losing control. At one point, Konate even turned to the crowd, asking for more noise, more support. Late substitutions from Wolves increased the pressure even more. Jorgen Strand Larsen and Jan Arias combined brilliantly, and only a last-ditch challenge from Connor Bradley stopped what looked like a certain equalizer in the closing minutes. It was one of those moments that can define a season. When the final whistle finally blew, the reaction said everything. There was no wild celebration, only deep relief. Liverpool had won, but they had been pushed to their limits by a team fighting for survival. Florian Wirt'S had his first goal. The points were secured. But above all, it was a day of emotion, remembrance, and resilience. Sometimes football is about beauty and dominance. Other times, it is about holding on, standing together, and finding a way through difficult moments. This was one of those days at Anfield, unforgettable, emotional, and very real.